This is a look at my, I don't even know how big this is. I think it said 13 centimeters on the package when I first picked this jar up. It originally had this lid with it as well. So it originally was kind of like that, but I think it looks better without it. I would guess to say that it's about 4 cups or like a half a liter or something like that. So I actually just have some snails in here. They're ramshorn snails. They do really well in here. I don't really honestly know what else I could put in something so tiny. There's a shrimp in there. How in the did they get in there? What in the world? Guys, I have no idea how a shrimp could have possibly got in there. Like, genuinely, I have no idea how that got in there. It must have been on the lily pad that I put on the top, the frog bit. Well, okay, so I lied. There is actually a shrimp in here, apparently, along with these snails. So I did put them in there. So it's about 0.473 liters, or about 2 US cups. I just looked it up right now. So this is very, very small. This is like the most nano that you could possibly get. So today we're gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly how I made this, and maybe how you guys can do the same at home. Alright, so we're back here on our fish cart. This is our container. Like I said, it's the exact same one as the one that you just saw. This is about, I said 13 centimeters or something like that. Like I said, it holds about a half a liter or about 2 cups of liquid. So if you can find a container about that small, or any kind of container really that's about that size, I mean, I probably wouldn't go any much smaller than that. I've tested this one and it seems to work pretty decently at that size. So I can't guarantee that anything smaller than that will really work out that well. But definitely, as you can see, it's, you know, compared to my hand here, it's a very small container. There's not a lot there. You can do this with anything. A measuring cup, for instance. I know they make like 4-cup measuring cups. That's twice the size of this. You could do it in that even. So let's talk substrate. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and start with our pond plant media. And you just want like a very small amount of this in there. So we'll just go ahead and pour, you know, maybe about that much in. Done. Another thing that I've come to see with this, because I think I made this mistake with a 2-gallon tank not too long ago, is that you want to break it up so that it doesn't have any points of like stagnation. So like you want to aerate it a little bit with just some gravel or something like that, a sand. The next step is going ahead and getting our hardscape kind of situated in there. I chose this beautiful piece of dragonstone that I think is going to be absolutely perfect for this. So we're gonna go ahead and just get that fitted in there. I'm thinking something like that. Or maybe we can put some substrate, that way it comes out of the water a little bit. Yeah, let's do that first. So let's go ahead and put some of our biological, don't mind that, I'll just throw that back there for a second. Let's go ahead and put some of our biological filtration media in here. And I like to just get a good big scoop. And what this is, it's just volcanic basalt substrate. You can get this in a lot of places. I don't think it's too hard to find this stuff. So that's why A lot of people use it. I think UN Nature also has a Vesuvius concha sand now, which is basically, I think, the same thing. I've never worked with that one before, but I've been seeing it kind of on the internet. So, good. Now that there's like a kind of a decent layer of that, kind of to cap that dirt, let's go ahead and get our rock back in here. Boom. You definitely want it to look as spacious as you can make it look. And I would say that that looks pretty good. After that, we're gonna go ahead and just roll with our plant soil. And that is our fluvial stratum. As you can see, again, not associated, but good stuff. And I'm just gonna pour some of this in there. I'm not really gonna give it too much. Let's see how that kind of looks. Again, this is our main kind of plant growing substrate. I like to, as you can tell, my style of doing this is just hedge your bets. You know, I mean, there's no harm in just throwing the kitchen sink at things. To a point. And there we go. And before anything else, we're gonna go ahead and cap this. And we're gonna cap this with some gorgeous river sand that I picked up at a local fish store to me here in Sacramento. I buy this stuff in bulk, and it is this absolutely delicious, like, yellow river sand. And it just looks beautiful. I love it. This is the same stuff that I ended up using in the pond project. If you guys remember that one, if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. And we're gonna go ahead and just cap over everything. And then this is essentially going to help us lock all of that nutrients down and keep it from floating around our water column, which is always what we want. And again, go ahead and just slick it back. All right, and then for this project, we have 3 main plants that we're going to be putting in here. Yeah, that looks great, actually. The next one up is a cryptocoryne. Cryptocoryne parva is the smallest cryptocoryne, I believe. And it is just absolutely beautiful. So again, the theme here is small, so we're gonna kind of roll with small plants. So I'm thinking like right there, kind of wiggle, boom. And if you guys didn't know this, in my experience, that sand cap layer also makes it very easy to plant things into. When it's just aqua soil, I find that I have a really hard time getting it to take. But when I have a sand cap layer, it's a lot easier. All right, so for some impact in the back, we need like a higher growing plant. So I went ahead and I took some cuttings of some Juncus repens. It's like a papyrus kind of plant, looking plant. Anyway, I took it out of one of my other tanks, so I have some cuttings here. We're gonna go ahead and just put these in the back. And that'll just give us a little bit of visual interest towards the back side of this aquarium. Doesn't look like much now, but it'll end up growing up a little bit higher. That's exactly what happened in the other one. Woohoo! And with that, I mean, we're done. There's nothing much more that needs to be done with this. We got all of our plants in. Let me pick you guys up. We got all of our plants in. They're looking pretty decent. You can see the Juncus reptans in the back, our Cryptoludia, the Anubias, and the Cryptparvus. So we're gonna go ahead and just get some water in this thing, and we'll be done. And boom! Look how beautiful that is. They look so good next to each other too. This one's been running for like almost a month, and it just consistently does so well. So I'm hoping for similar results with this one. You can see the crypts all look really good. It also gives it sort of a forced perspective, so everything looks just a little bit bigger as well. Let's look down on it. So you can see it's looking good already. We'll give it some time, and it should be looking really good. We'll go ahead and get the cycle started with some of this, the Seachem Stability. Again, not sponsored by Seachem, but they make a hell of a product, so we're gonna go ahead and use it today. This is to start new aquariums. It's also good for established aquariums as well. Not to be confused with the Seachem Pristine, which is a different product for a different thing. So I like to use this one, and that'll get the cycle going in there. And I mean, that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and we'll give a dose of the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. Again, not sponsored or affiliated. Give that a shake. Give that a squirt. A little squirt over here too. We'll squirt in that pond as well. And that stuff works really good. It's all your trace minerals. Jesus, I'm dropping everything. And there we have it. All right, so it's been about 3 or 4 days since we first put this together, and things are going really well. None of the snails have shown any kind of negative repercussions from being in here. We haven't had any weird algae growth. I haven't had any diatoms at all. I am doing just about a 50% water change every single day, just to get this thing started until it's kind of more established. This other one here, I don't do a water change but about once a week. This is just some leftover glossostigma that I didn't end up using in this one. I didn't want to throw it away, so I just kind of made a little tiny holding tank, I guess you could call it, for that. This is doing really well. The water conditions for 2 or 3 days on it are pretty decent. I'm actually always kind of surprised at how similar it is to a bigger tank. It basically functions the exact same, except for there's no filter, there's no nothing. So for 3 or 4 days, we're looking pretty golden. I'm really enjoying these scapes. All of the small ones, we're gonna be continuing this trend. This one over here, like I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, is doing really well. So let me know what you guys think of these. Hopefully you get some kicks out of these. I've never seen something that's so small, works so well. So let me know what you guys think. It's always fun, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Herbscapes once again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.